Hola Madrid. This is first of all an independent production between two friends that just wanted to really share the story that they were facing. And the story is quite simple. Marco went to Palestine in 2012. He took a taxi, and the taxi driver started asking him, "Are you an artist?" "No." "Do you like art?" "Yes." "Do you like street art?" "Yes." "Do you like Banksy?" "Yes." "Okay, I have a wall of Banksy in my garage. I have cut out the wall, and the wall is now in my garage. Do you want to see it?" And Marco just took the camera on and started to film. And he came back to Milan, he called me and said, "Christian, I know that you are more than me into the street art world. Can you help me in telling this story?" So this is how this weird story has begun. And 6 years later, we have traveled a lot. We have tried to explain the whole story. So when Banksy went to Palestine, why? What are the difference between the first things, the first wall that he was painting and the wall at a hotel? What means to cut out a wall and to sell it on the market? Are we okay? Are we against it? And in the end, the final chapter, because this was the big surprise for me, because I was supposed to be behind the camera with Marco, and in the end, I was forced to be in front of the camera, because while we were working on this movie, a few restaurants from Bologna called me and told me, "We really like street art, so we have saved some walls and we want to give them for free to the city, because the factory was in the process of being destroyed. So we wanted to save some blue walls." And I think that you have heard about the story of blue defacing many walls in Bologna. So that's the story, the many stories behind the film. And I'll let you see it with just two more things. The first thing is that we often depict Palestine, the Palestine crisis, the Palestinian political situation. We often look at Palestinians as victims. And we didn't want to show Palestinians as victims in this film. We have talked with Palestinian writers, we have talked with rappers, even young women that were doing freestyle in Arab in front of our camera. We really wanted to show what it means today to live in Palestine with the wall. That's the first point. And the second point is that me, but Marco, but the whole crew, we have faced many situations during which it was very hard to say if you are okay or against a situation. Because the world sometimes, especially the street art world, it's not so black and white. It's not like Facebook, you like, you hate. The world, it's about, many different layers. And so in the end, while we were putting together all the interviews, the idea came out of not explaining to the viewers what is our position, what we feel, what we think about the whole story, but to let everyone listen to all the points of view and decide by himself or herself what she likes, what is or her point of view on the whole story. So I hope that you will enjoy the movie, and thank you very much for being there.
Thank you so much, Christian. So let's see it. Control, adelante con la proyección. Gracias.
You live in a country surrounded by a wall. You drive a taxi, own a small business, go to school. You try to get by. You know something is not right, but you also know most people outside that wall don't seem to care anymore. Then the leader Maximo of street art comes to your very city, and suddenly the whole world is watching again. He paints on walls, and one of those walls happens to be yours. It is all very exciting for a while, but the world stops watching when the circus leaves town. What would you do? There's a man who had an idea. They call him the Man Who Stole Banksy.